Next we are going to see blood pressure. Okay, in blood pressure in mid trimester, changes in BP. Okay, changes in BP leads to fatigue. Okay, mother will experience supine hypotensive syndrome. Okay, supine hypotensive syndrome. Okay, so patient experience fall in BP during supine hypotensive syndrome. Okay, so mother will experience supine hypotensive syndrome. Okay, and mother feels that fall in BP during supine hypotensive syndrome. Okay, next we are going to see about urinary system. So in urinary system we are going to see kidney. Okay, first kidney. So in kidney, dilation of ureter and glomerular filtration rate is increases throughout the pregnancy. Okay, and dilation occurs. Okay, dilation occurs above the pelvic brim. Okay, above the pelvic brim with stasis is marked on right side. Okay, which is a dextrorotation. Okay, especially it is occur in a primea gravida. So in kidney, dilation of the ureter occur and glomerular filtration rate increases throughout the pregnancy. Okay, and dilation above the pelvic brim with the stasis is marked. Okay, and on right side, which means dextrorotation. Okay, it usually occurs in primea gravida. Okay, so next one is bladder. Okay, so in bladder there may be an increased frequency. Okay, increased frequency of micturition in 6 to 8 weeks. Okay, in 6 to 8 weeks there is a increased frequency of micturition. Okay, and it will subside in the 12th week. Okay, subside in 12th week. So in late pregnancy, again micturition will start. Okay, again micturition will start. It is due to pressure on the bladder given by the uterus. Okay, due to pressure of the bladder given by the uterus, micturition will occur. Okay, and stress incontinence will occur. Okay, stress incontinence means which means involuntary emission of urine. Okay, stress incontinence means involuntary emission of urine while the pressure given in the bladder. Okay, when even a woman takes a long breath, stress incontinence will occur. Okay, and next one is due to urethral sphincter weakness. Urethral sphincter weakness, also stress incontinence occur. Okay, so these all about in bladder. And the next one is alimentary system. Okay, next one is alimentary system. So I'll give only a simple notes. If you want, you can continue watching. Okay, so in alimentary system, esophagus, stomach and gallbladder and small and large intestine, which comes under alimentary system. Okay, so here increased salivation. Okay, increased salivation and thirst and appetite. Okay, so and slow mobility leads to constipation. Okay, and dyspepsia, which means dyspepsia is an indigestion. Okay, indigestion. So next one is morning sickness is common. Okay, morning sickness. And next one is nervous system. Okay, Okay, next one is nervous system. So in nervous system, in first and second trimester, frontal headache will be present. Okay, frontal headache will be present, and nausea, vomiting. Okay, is common. Nausea and vomiting is common. So next one is mental irritation will be there. Okay, mental irritation and postpartum depression. Postpartum depression, blues, psychosis will be there. Okay, so next one is endocrine system. So in endocrine system, placenta. First one is in placenta, estrogen hormone. Okay, what is estrogen hormone will be increases. Okay, increases in first trimester. Okay, and pituitary and thyroid produces several hormone. Okay, sorry, pituitary and thyroid, it produces several hormones, and mainly it increases the estrogen and progesterone level. Okay, and progesterone level. Okay, and next, human placental hormone. Okay, which is HPH, human placental hormone. Okay, it stimulates the growth of breast. Okay, stimulate growth of breast by increasing the size of duct. Okay, size of duct. So in endocrine system, placenta, it increases the estrogen hormone in first trimester. Okay, and in pituitary and thyroid, it mainly increases the estrogen and progesterone level. Okay, HPH, which means human placental hormone, it stimulates the growth of breast and increases the size of duct.